It's the caffeine-free cotton candy. But we're going to get started in just another minute. I'm joined by my friend Amber. You're going to hear all from her today and some of her stories. And I also have Nikita on, who's going to share a little bit. It's going to be lots of fun and very conversational. So hopefully you guys have some good questions, and we're going to get started in just a sec. What's up from Pennsylvania? We got Oklahoma in the house. Florida, what is up? Josephine from Chicago. Binghamton, but currently in McKinney. What's up, Nikita? Awesome. So if you haven't yet, type where you're from in the comments. And if you've been drinking ketones for a day, a week, a month, a year, 5 years, or maybe you've never had a sip, share that in the comments as well. And we'll get rolling. Four and a half years. That's awesome. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Like I said, my name is Nick Martinez. I'm currently out here in Dallas, Texas, where tomorrow we have an opportunity to go actually tour the lab where ketones are made. We're going to talk a little bit about that here in a second. Generally, I'm from Minnesota, where I have two little girls, Callie and Juliana, an amazing wife, Christy. We just had our 14th wedding anniversary yesterday, which is really fun. And I was introduced to this conversation almost 6 years ago. I used to be a full-time airline pilot, and I got a call from a flight attendant and her husband, good friends of mine, that saying, Nick, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? And back then, 6 years ago, no one was doing the ketogenic diet. Keto wasn't really a thing, and I had not a clue what ketosis even meant. But I did know my friend was really excited about it. They really wanted me to drink this stuff because they figured I could use the energy, I could use the focus, and I could probably use a few pounds of fat loss. So I remember just getting the call and him saying, I'm texting you a video. I'm hanging up. Watch the video. I'm calling you back in 3 minutes. And literally like 3 minutes on the nose, he calls me back and says, okay, did that make sense to you? Are you ready? And I don't know why, but at the time I was open and I just got done flying a 4-day trip and I was just dead to the world tired. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And he said, Nick, this is going to not only change your life, your energy and the way that you feel, but you're going to help change the world with this. And I didn't realize at the time that he had just predicted the future, because that was 5 years ago. Fast forward to, I guess that was 6 years ago, fast forward to now. And as a result of drinking this, I've not only got way more energy. I went from being a tired pilot to coming home from my trips, playing with my 2-year-old, who's now 7, chasing her around the house, having just amazing quality time with her and my wife, to not being drawn to all the crappy food that you eat when you're on the road as a pilot, to just feeling amazing, dropping about 15 pounds in my first month, to then, starting to go to a gym and now adding a bunch of muscle in the process and feeling great. So tonight, our goal is to really talk to you about what this is and how it works. For those of you that are already drinking it, hopefully you're going to hear some things, especially from Amber here, about like how you can maximize this, how you can get the most out of your keto net and really better your experience, whatever your goals are. We have people that get started with ketones and they want to lose 100 pounds. We also have people that get started with ketones who they say, I want to gain 20 pounds. How can it be the same thing? How can you gain weight and lose weight through the same product? We're going to talk a little bit about that. We have other people that are just looking for energy, other people that are looking for focus, and other people that just want to be happy and feel good on a daily basis. So we're really, really excited about this as a community. And one of the things that we're going to talk a little bit about later is just how you can join us, whether you join us as a customer and you refer a couple friends and get yours for free, or you join us as a promoter. You share this with people around you, and as a result, you can earn free ketones. You can earn beyond that and have a ton of fun in the process. Oh, looks like Amber just got some water delivered to her. That's really exciting. And what's really neat with our community right now, we're in Dallas. We have about 60, 70 people showing up tomorrow and tonight to go tour where this is made and to really just learn how can we impact more people? How can we help more people with this product? And through that, how can we create really amazing businesses that are just fueled by ketones and fueled by better stories. So before I go any further, she's sitting here. You're probably wondering, all right, who is this Amber that's shaking up some ketones? Amber, maybe just share with us a little bit where you're from, how you started drinking this, and maybe what your experience has been so far with ketones.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Nick. All right. So Nick mentioned timing when he started drinking ketones, and timing is everything. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for about 8 months, and I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I'm a mom of 6. And when I first heard about,
6 kids?
6 kids, yeah. Only 2 left at home. I'm kind of an old lady. I've raised 4 of them, and I have 2 16-year-old twin boys that keep me pretty busy. But when I came across ketones, I was really in a bad place. I didn't have a lot of energy. I was dealing with not wanting to get out of bed and not wanting to participate really with life. And normally I would not like just buy something online. I saw it online. That's not really my thing. But I was in a really bad place, and I thought, let's just try it. And it's changed my life. I have a lot more energy. I'm active, involved. I'm no longer spending a lot of my time in bed. And I've lost quite a bit of weight as well. Had some good fat loss drinking ketones. So I'm loving the product.
How much weight have you lost?
Well, I found ketones halfway through my weight loss journey. I lost 50 pounds prior to finding ketones, hit a 5-month stall. And that's when I saw the ketones after not losing weight for 5 months, after already losing 50 pounds. And then since drinking ketones, I've lost another 55. So I'm down about 105 pounds and just feel amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. So had some weight loss success in the past, hit a wall, hit a plateau. We've got a lot of people that come to us saying, all right, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I had some success in the past, but I just haven't been able to maintain it or keep going. So that's really cool that that's been able to happen. Before we move on, I'm going to ask Amber some questions about what she does and how she utilizes and how she's been able to bust through that plateau in a minute here. But before I do, I see Nikita looking at me here, and Nikita is going to share with us a little bit more when we start talking about the business. But before we do that, Nikita, just share with us how ketones have impacted you, like what this product has done for you over the last few years, and maybe a little bit of your background.
Okay. Hi. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, good. Okay. So I'm Nikita. I'm from the Northeast. I'm from New York State. I've been involved with Pruvit drinking this as a customer starting July 3 years ago this month. Like insane. It flew by. And as a customer, this has changed my life in 1,000,001 ways, more than I ever imagined, because I initially lost a ton of weight. The first 3 months, I lost about 45-ish pounds. And then I've been drinking it for 3 years. So in that time frame, I have continually lost and maintained my physique, so to speak. But I do not exercise. I just enjoy my life and drink the product, and I just go about my business and stay consistent. So it's been really great for my lifestyle.
I love it. I love it. Well, thanks for sharing. Look forward to with you again in a minute. Before we go into that, though, let's just talk a little bit about how ketones work and why. Maybe you're new to the ketone conversation. Maybe you've never drank this before and you're like, okay, what is this like white powder? You just saw Amber make it here. She has strawberry peach in her shaker bottle. I have cotton candy in my shaker bottle. So we have amazing flavors. Looks like Nikita's drinking lime thyme. It's a powder that you mix with about 12, 16, 20 ounces of water. It doesn't really make a difference. You can drink as much as you want as far as water goes. If you like it super sweet, make it super strong. If you like it not so sweet, add more water. It's simple like that. But when you drink it, you're actually putting ketones into your body, which means you're fueling your brain, you're fueling your muscles, you're fueling your heart with ketones. You're like a hybrid car. You're designed to run on gas and electric, right? Gas comes from carbs and sugar. Electric comes when you metabolize fat. Prior to this product, you had to run your car out of gas in order to tap into the fat, meaning you had to do the ketogenic diet and be 100% strict. So your body would burn through the 20 carbs that you ate that day and say, what else? Well, you ate a lot of fat. Then it would tap into the fat, but only when you burn through all those carbs. Same with fasting. If you fasted for 36 hours or 60 hours, once you burn through all the carbs and sugars that you ate and the glycogen in your muscles, then your body would tap into your fat stores. But only if you did it, and we're perfect on it, for 36 plus hours. Well, the beauty of this is you don't have to do those anymore. You still can, and they still have an amazing place, but you can benefit from ketosis by just drinking a drink, literally just shaking it up and drinking it. What does that mean? It fuels your brain. When your brain has fuel, you have less hunger. What does it mean? It fuels your muscle. When your muscles have fuel, you're able to have a little bit more energy, you're able to do a little bit more. And that creates this environment for success that is actually what helps with fat loss. So tell me, Amber, you went from losing 50 pounds, you got stuck for 5 months, you started drinking ketones. Like, people are probably wondering, okay, what do I have to eat? How do I drink this in order to create some extra fat loss? How do I create success with this?
Okay, I can tell you exactly what I do that's been successful for me. When I first started drinking ketones, I just started drinking it. I didn't change anything. I just put it in my body and I just started feeling better and started getting more energy. A couple weeks later, I started incorporating intermittent fasting, which I highly recommend. when you're drinking ketones. I do not do the keto diet. A lot of people ask me that. I have tried that many times in the past and was not able to stick to it. So I love the fact that I can get into ketosis without the keto diet. So I do tend to eat low carb. The ketones will naturally kind of take away your cravings for sugars and carbs, which is an awesome benefit. So I'll kind of walk you through my routine. After dinner, I stop eating and I start my intermittent fast cycle. When I wake up in the morning, I drink a glass of water and then I drink my first ketone. By the way, if you are drinking ketones, it will not break your intermittent fast. It helps sustain you through your intermittent fast. Then I have my first low carb meal around noon. So I've created a 16-hour fasting window and an 8-hour eating window. It's called a 16-8 intermittent fast. A few hours later, I drink my second ketone, and then I have my low carb dinner, and then I start that cycle again. And that's been super successful for me. The ketones are amazing at taking away my hunger, which has always been a huge issue for me, is being food obsessed. I'm no longer food obsessed, and it makes everything so much easier.
I love that. Did you guys hear the simplicity of that? I get asked so many questions of people. We all want to complicate things. We all want to make it harder than it needs to be. And it literally is drink this in the morning, wait until you're hungry to eat, add in some sort of low carb option, skip the pasta, skip the bread, skip a bunch of sugar, drink it again in the afternoon, and then eat a low carb dinner. So it is that simple. If anybody has questions regarding the ketones, go ahead and just type them in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer them. One of the good questions I get asked a lot is when to take them. There's no right or wrong. I want you all to just think, okay, you can't mess this up. As long as you're drinking them, it's not wrong. It's 7:43 here in Dallas, Texas, and I am having one right now. So that's not wrong. It's right. You're just getting it into your body. Most people I would say, drink it first thing in the morning, like Amber mentioned, or in the afternoon, or they drink it at both times. It kind of hits you that whole day. Another question I get asked a lot is, how long does it last? And it will last in your system for 4 to 7 hours based upon your energy expenditure. Some people, if you're going to the gym, it's in your system for a little bit less, but 4 to 7 hours. Do you put a warning on your label regarding anyone with health conditions? Jackie, there's no contraindications. If somebody that has severe health conditions and they're not in a stable place, obviously work with your doctor. We're not doctors by any means. However, everything in here is super, super healthy. There's no stimulants outside of the caffeine. There is caffeine in our charged version, and then I'm drinking one without caffeine. So we have caffeine and caffeine-free in most of our flavors. Let's see. At the end of the day, the product will work regardless of diet, meaning you will get into ketosis regardless of diet. Now, if you have a goal of losing 100 pounds and you drink this and just eat pizza all day, you're probably not going to lose that 100 pounds, right? This isn't a magic bullet that will just wipe away anything that you put in your body. However, what will happen when you drink this is you will crave fewer carbs, you will crave fewer sugars, and you'll naturally eat less without even thinking about it. So a lot of people say, well, I didn't change anything. But if you actually look at what happened, they naturally made better food choices. Great question. Is there more benefit of drinking them twice a day? I've been using them as a pre-workout. They're great as a pre-workout. I would just say, listen to your body. Like if you're feeling a little bit low, use these to create meal flexibility instead of just being, commanded by food. Do you have any thoughts on any of those questions?
Yeah, so I would just think about your day, and when you need more energy, more focus, you want less food cravings, time your ketones during the time where you need those the most. So like Nick said, it'll last 4 to 7 hours. So if you have a rough time in the afternoon or evening, then you're going to want to drink your ketones if you're just drinking it once a day, a little bit later in the morning rather than first thing in the morning.
Julie's asking, do you do intermittent fasting daily?
Not on vacation. I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, but when I'm home and in my routine, I do it every single day.
There's no right or wrong with that. I've always heard switching it up and keeping your body flexible is not necessarily a bad thing. So do you need to intermittent fast 7 days a week? That's up to you. I personally do intermittent fasting probably 3 to 5 days a week. And then the other times I'm having breakfast. So great questions. If you have other questions, please type them in the chat. The goal of this call is really just to provide you with education, to understand what this is. And hopefully inspire you to make some choices to get started and just to move forward. So another question I get asked a lot is, how do I get it? Like, how do I get my hands on this? And honestly, the best way to start if you're not yet drinking ketones is our Drink Ketones Challenge. And can you tell us a little bit about the Drink Ketones Challenge?
Yes, I love the challenge. The reason I recommend it for everyone to start out with is because it's a variety pack. It comes with 5 different flavors. And so when you're starting ketones, you don't know if you're gonna love strawberry peach. So it's really hard to just go buy a box of strawberry peach. The 10-day challenge is that variety pack. It comes with half decaf, so 10 servings of decaf and 10 servings of charged ketones. And you can either do the 10-day challenge with the box. It's right on the side of the box. I don't have it in front of me, but it kind of outlines your day, just almost identical to what we've been talking about with the intermittent fasting and the low carb meals. Or you can just drink the 20 servings of ketones over 20 days. It's up to you what you want to do with that box.
Awesome. So whoever referred you to this Zoom, get their link and say, hey, I want that Drink Ketones Challenge. Get me started with that. They've got a link they can send you that links to them. They'll help you get started. You're going to want to set up a smart ship, which is just a monthly order. You can cancel it at any time. You can change the flavor at any time. It's very modifiable by you, and it's really user-friendly. It also gives you the best pricing on the product and gets you access to kind of our VIP program. So you're going to want to set that up. And then also as a customer, you can refer 2 friends. If your mom wants to drink ketones and your sister, if they're ordering on a monthly basis, guess what? You can start getting your ketones for free. So we have an amazing referral program. But next thing I want to talk about is just kind of beyond that. I know a lot of you, maybe some of you are customers, you've been drinking the product for the last month or the last 2 months or the last 3 months or however long. And you're like, okay, now I'm thinking, how can I share this with other people? So we have an amazing community, and our whole Pruvit brand is built based upon social sharing. It's built based upon me calling my friend Floyd and my friend Greg and my friend Liz and saying, hey, are you drinking ketones yet? And through that, what ends up happening is people are impacted by it and creates this ripple effect of change. And it creates this amazing opportunity for us to build businesses and have fun. So Nikita, who you heard from earlier, is just going to share with you a little bit about her journey as a promoter and how this business has impacted her. I'd love for you to, Nikita, just share with us a little bit about your journey to improve it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so I had mentioned earlier, I joined in July 3 years ago as a customer, and my success with the product was really noticeable to others. Before I really noticed it with myself. And it really wasn't about fat loss or anything like that at first. It was really my energy and my mood change was so drastically different in a matter of a few days. I didn't realize how badly I needed this product until I started drinking it. So all of a sudden, just my energy and, the attraction was there for people to ask me a lot of questions. So with that, I decided to upgrade my account because beyond those 2 smart ship people, I had way more people asking me questions that I really was encouraged to look into it further as a business. However, I didn't realize that that was an option. I did, but I didn't realize it was something that I was comfortable to do, but it was already happening. So for me, it was just something that people saw. I shared the conversation belly to belly, and it just became my life. Here I am now. It's my full-time career. My boyfriend is now here with me at a business trip to go to the lab. My daughter, and 3 years ago, this never would have happened for me. So it's been a blessing. It's been awesome.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Nikita.
Absolutely.
That's really what we do with this. It's share. I was introduced to this, and my friend, the flight attendant, and her husband are like, you have to do this with us. It really just happened naturally, right? It happened a result of me just flying in the cockpit, having a shaker bottle, and the pilot next to me saying, hey, what are you doing? What is this? What are you drinking? So thanks so much for sharing, Nikita. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Amber, tell us a little bit, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what does it mean to be a promoter? What do we actually do on a daily basis? How does this business actually work?
Okay, I would love to answer that question. I have been a promoter for about 8 months, and my day, literally, it consists of just helping people get started on the product, helping people reach their goals, the daily messages from people. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for helping me be a better mom. Thank you for helping me be more focused in my work. That's what my day is, answering text messages and just sharing the good news on the product and helping people change their life. I love it.
So here's what's interesting. Like, let me ask you this. Do you have to know all the answers? Are you a keto expert?
No.
Do you have a system or community that supports you in that?
Yes. So
how does that work?
Okay. We have this great system called ACE, Attract, Connect, and Experience. So my job is to just let people know about the product, and then I can connect them with people that are experts on it, like Nick, or somebody else, another friend that's also a promoter with Pruvit. So really, I don't need to be an expert. I don't need to answer questions. I just attract people in, share the conversation, and let other people teach people about the ketones.
Awesome. So here's what's neat. The cost to become a promoter is $49. $49 is your promoter fee, and then we encourage you to get ketones in order to start getting into people's mouths, in order to share with people. Look at this. I got a plug for my computer because it's dying, and it's going to get plugged in. That's awesome. Thank you, Christina. Got to move this way. So it's $49 to be a promoter, and from there, the goal is to grab enough ketones to share with people to get into their hands as 5 or 10 serving trial packs so they can taste them. And then from there, it's just to help them get started. So we have 2 different promoter packs. We have a brand builder mini pack, and we have a brand builder max pack. The mini pack comes with 5 boxes. It's $497, and you're getting a discount on that if you set up a smart chips. Normally it's $650, you're getting it for $497. Our brand builder max pack is $997, and it comes with 10 boxes of ketones. So you're going to get 200 servings. I'm going to tell you what you do with those in a minute. And you're also going to get a lot of really cool incentives. So with that max pack, you actually get double commissions on promoters enroll for the first 30 days. You get a rank 5 pass, which is really cool. You get paid at the 5th rank in our rewards plan for the first year, regardless of if you hit it. And you get some other kind of double pay things. So it's a really great thing, especially if you're looking at this as a business. Now, are those packs required? No. However, here's what you do with them. Here's how we make it actually make sense. So when you get, let's say, 10 boxes of ketones, you're getting 200 servings. And we have a system, she just mentioned, Attract, Connect, Experience, Enroll. And our goal is to get people to experience the product. So let's say you have somebody asking you, why do you have so much energy? Oh my gosh, it's this new stuff I've been drinking called ketones. They say, well, what is it? Here, I'll text you a video. You send them a video, it explains what it is. Then their next question is, well, can I try it? And instead of throwing packets at them and spending a bunch of money, I say, awesome, you can absolutely try it. I've got 5 servings or I've got 10. Which one do you want to start with? And then guess what? They're just buying 5 out of your purse, or they're buying 10 out of your purse. I charge 5 for 40, 10 for $75. And through that, now you're like Costco. I was just at Costco today, actually. And there's all this free samplers, right? Your friends are getting a taste of this. They're having an experience because now they have that ketone energy. And next thing you know, they're like, okay, how do I get more of this? Now you have a link. They're going to your website to order. Now they're ordering through you. You're getting credit for that through your business. You're earning website commissions on it, real money, cash money. And then as a result, a lot of them are going to start saying, well, how do I share this with others? How do I get this into the hands of more people? And next thing you know, this community starts to grow. So tell me, Amber, over the last 9 months, like, how has this business impacted your family's life, and what have you seen, I guess, financially from the business?
Okay, yeah, it's greatly impacted my life. I just feel like I have a purpose. Like I said before, I was 100 pounds a year ago. I was 100 pounds more than I am now, and I spent most of my time in bed. And now I'm literally changing other people's lives. Like, I didn't know how to change my own, and now I'm doing that for other people. Financially, I don't really want to name numbers, but there was one month where I made more money than my husband, and he was so thankful for that. But I've also earned a new car from the company. Just the changes. My daughter's getting married in 2 months, and normally that would be like pretty scary for my daughter to say, hey, I'm getting married in 3 months. Like, where are we coming up with the money? Well, that's not an issue right now. I have the money, and so it's more of a celebration and less of a stress. So we're just more comfortable. But I'm not money motivated. I'm more motivated by helping other people, and that means everything to me. So
that's awesome. At the end of the day, it really is that. It's the coolest business. When I got started with this, I had financial goals. I wanted to not fly airplanes anymore. I wanted my wife not to have to work full time when our second child, Juliana, was born. And I learned very quickly that the more people that I helped have a crazy, amazing experience with ketones, the more that we were rewarded through the rewards plan, through a compensation plan, and the larger that your team got and the more people that were drinking ketones and feeling amazing and sharing them, guess what? It created a really, really fun business. So I'm fired up and actually excited to be down here in Dallas. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of the lives and stuff that people are going to be doing tomorrow at the lab and here at our event. But if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, okay, that's interesting. You're seeing people like Amber and Nikita, and there's just so many just normal people like me, like you. Whether you're an airline pilot or a teacher or a mom or a bartender like Nikita or whatever, the amazing thing is that we all have similar desires, right? Everybody I know right now through the pandemic is looking for energy. They're looking for focus. They're looking to feel better. And yes, I would say a considerable number of them are looking for fat loss. I was just talking to somebody earlier today. She's like, well, it was the COVID-15. Now it's the COVID-20. Now it's actually the COVID-45. So all of your people that are around you are looking for a solution, right? And they're looking to Red Bull. They're looking to Monster. They're looking to some fad diet. They're looking to Starbucks to just feel better, to fuel that need for energy. This is the first thing that I've seen, and I know without a shadow of doubt that you can give somebody that will impact them metabolically in a healthy way that will actually support all of those desires that they have. And what if there was a way for you to share it, not only get it for free, but get paid to share it? Like, to me, that's like the coolest, most fun, most incredible business model that there is. And as a result, over the last almost 6 years, we've been able to create an amazing business and in turn help thousands and thousands of people. So as you're watching this, if you have questions, I'd encourage you to reach out to whoever shared this with you and ask those questions. And then I'd encourage you to join them. You know, maybe you're sitting here right now and you're thinking, hey, I just want to be a customer. I just want to drink it. Awesome. Tell them that. Say, I want to start with that challenge. Or you're sitting here and you're thinking, hey, my mom could use this. My dad could use this. My sister could use this. Say, hey, I think I'd like to be a promoter. That sounds like something that would be of interest to me. And then let them know, I want to start with that mini pack, or I want to go all in. I want to build this big. I want to start with that max pack. Let them know how you want to get started and join us. Have a lot of fun and really help us change more lives. Help us make this conversation louder because it absolutely will. So any final thoughts or words to everybody listening tonight?
Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to go to the lab tomorrow and see like what it's about and watch the scientists and see what they do. That's something I've been wanting to do for 8 months. So I'm super pumped about that. And I'm excited for you to start your journey with ketones if you haven't started yet.
So what's neat is we mentioned the lab earlier. We get to go to this amazing facility. When I came in 5 years ago, it was actually 6 years ago in September, I came to my first lab tour. And it was in Carrollton, Texas, which is actually down the road from here. And it was in the corner of this big factory. But it was just a little corner of it. We hardly used any of the space, and it was used for all other products. And next thing you knew, as this started to spread like wildfire, we outgrew that, and they expanded into another half of it, and then the other half. Next thing you know, they're building a facility which is about 45 minutes north of McKinney, here we're at, in Von Alstyne, Texas. And this was massive. Well, through COVID, we actually grew almost by double. And now we've outgrown that facility where they're doing the shipping out of another warehouse. So our group here tomorrow gets to experience all of that. They get to go see how they put the powder in the packets, how it all works. But the reason that it does work is because the product is impacting people's lives. The product is giving people a experience that makes them feel amazing and helps them get healthier. And then as a result, people end up sharing it with their friends just like you. So I invite you guys to join our community, have some fun with us. Create goals, create a vision for where you want to go physically, and how you want to feel and what you're going to be doing in 6 months and a year. And I know that this will help you achieve that. And join our community. Have fun with us, because when you get to lock arms with people like Amber and people like Nikita, you realize, okay, there's a lot of other people out there just like me who just want to feel better, have a great time, and impact others. And guess what? It'll happen. You'll do it. And you'll be looking back in 6 months saying, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I made this decision. I'm so glad I'm here. And you'll have an amazing time in the process. So thanks so much for being on with us tonight. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and we will talk to you all soon.
See you later.
Bye.